we were looking at solving equations with adding or subtracting. Now we're looking at solving equations with multiplying and dividing. Similar idea. I have to forgive my voice, I'm losing it. Similar idea if we're multiplying and dividing. So we have a problem. -8 times or equals j divided by 3. Now this fraction bar here is a fraction. It's j thirds. However, we're gonna use that fraction bar to represent division, which is really what a fraction is. 1/2 is the same as 1 divided by 2. And so that fraction bar really is a division sign. We just don't often talk about it that way. And so this is j divided by 3. And the inverse operation, the opposite of dividing, is to multiply. I'm going to put a dot for dot product for multiplication. And since it's j divided by 3, we're going to do times 3. We're going to do the inverse operation, the opposite, times 3. And that's how we show the work. And generally, we should be able to look at this. This is with smaller problems. So we're practicing with smaller problems before we get to bigger ones. If I say that, well, some number j divided by 3 equals -8, I know that 24 divided by 3 equals -8, or equals 8. So -24 divided by 3 equals -8. And that should be the right answer. And if we follow the system, the opposite of divide is multiply. We multiply by whatever's in the denominator there. -8 times 3, -24 equals j. I would like you to get in the habit or practice of keeping the letter on whatever side it's starting on. Don't flip it to j equals -24. If j starts on the right side, keep it on the right side. If j starts on the left side, keep it on the left side. And we have our answer. Same idea for the bottom one here. It's n divided by 6 equals 2.8. The inverse operation, opposite of divide, is to multiply. So I multiply both sides times 6. Now, some of you can do this in your head. Some of you are going to want to write it down. I'm going to write it down. 2.8 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 2 is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Since there's one number on the right side of the decimal in the question, in my answer there should be one number on the right side of the decimal. And then I double check. 2 times 6 is 12. So 2.8 times 6 should be just a little bit more than 12. 16.8 is the correct answer. I'd like you to go ahead and give these 3 a try on your own. Pause it. Try these 3 on your own and practice showing the work. I'm assuming you pause them, assuming you try it on your own. I'm just going to write the answers. If you don't get the answers correct, make sure that you are watching the linked videos. So this one, P should equal 50. For the next one, we should have -39 equals Y. If you just flip those around, Y and -39, just change that back. And the last one, C should equal 56. If you didn't get those answers, make sure you watch the linked video and see how it's done. For the next 3 here, so we've got multiplication. We've got 9 times Y equals 108. So the inverse operation, the opposite of times, is to divide. Now I'm going to show division with these fraction marks. It'll just make your life cleaner and easier as you go. So the opposite of times is divide. I'm going to divide by whatever is being multiplied. If it's 9 times Y, I'm going to divide both sides by 9. Now 9 divided by 9 is just 1, so we have 1 Y left. And 108 divided by 9 is going to give me 12. And just to double check that, if I do 9 times 12, 9 times 2 is 18, carry the 1, 9 times 1 is 9, 10. There we go, 9 times 12 does in fact equal 108. Same with the next one. So we got -6 times B. For the inverse operation, I divide both sides by whatever is being multiplied times B. -6. I know that a negative divided by a negative is going to be positive. I also know that if I cover up that 0.8 there, -4 over -6 is less than 1. And so when I divide, I should have an answer that's less than 1. So if I set this up, 4.8, some of you can get this in your head, but I'll set it. 4.8 divided by 6. 6 doesn't go into 4, so 0. So point out, 6 goes into 48. 8 times 6 is 48. Got it. I did not move any decimals around, you'll notice, because this was already a whole number. So I didn't have to worry about moving decimals around. So the answer, positive 0.8 equals B. and you're going to keep the letter on the same side if you can. All right. Try these next three on your own. Solve it, show the steps, and then I'll put the answers. Assuming you pause it, assuming you try it on your own, I'm going to write the answers. So the first one, 4 equals C. The next one, y should equal negative 20. And the last one, k should equal 5. If you didn't get one or more of those, make sure you watch the linked video and see how it's done. Excuse me. All right, last couple here. Fractions. Yes, we dealt with decimals, we dealt with whole numbers. Last couple things here, fractions. So, if it's 5/6 times w equals negative 20, I can do the inverse operation. If it's times, I divide. I'm going to write it in a slightly different way. You'll see why in a little bit. But it's 5/6. I need to divide both sides by 5/6. So I'm going to do 5/6 divided by 5/6. Because that gives me 1 w in the end. 5/6 divided by 5/6 gives me 1 w. And I'm going to do negative 20. Negative 20 divided by 5/6. So if I make negative 20 into a whole or into a fraction, I take the reciprocal of that second number, so it would be negative 20 over 1 times 6/5. I take the reciprocal. I can multiply, or I can reduce first. I'm going to reduce first. I'm going to divide both of these by 5 and get 1 and negative 4. Now when I multiply negative 4 times 6 is going to give me negative 24. And 1 times 1 is 1. So the answer that w equals negative 24. And that's our answer. Now, you can double check that. You can plug it back in. 5/6 times negative 24 should equal negative 20. Put that into a fraction. There we go. 5 times negative 24 is going to give me negative 120 divided by 6. Sure enough, 120. Oops. Now I'm writing weird things. 120 divided by 6, negative 20. So it worked. Bottom one, same idea. Same idea. It's 3/16 times z. So I'm going to do 3/16 divided by 3/16 because that gives me just 1 z left over, which is what I want, 1 z. And then 1/8 divided by 3/16. So when I do that, I can leave the first fraction alone, take the reciprocal of the second fraction, and you could just multiply straight across, that'd be fine. I'm going to reduce first. I'm going to say that I can divide this by 8 and get 1, and divide this by 8 and get 2. So I'm going to get 2/3 as my final answer. There we go, equals. And you can check that. 3/16 times 2/3 should give me a 1/8 in the end. And up to 16 times 3 is going to give me what? 30, 48. And I can divide both 6 and 48, excuse me, by 6 to reduce it down, and sure enough it gives me 1/8. So I do get the correct answer. I can check that it actually works, and I get this equals 2/3. If you need to see that again, rewind, watch it all over again. You've got 2 problems here that you're trying your own. I'm going to put the answers. If you get it wrong, watch the linked video. I'm assuming you paused it. I'm assuming you tried it on your own. The last 2 here, B, if you wrote that B equals negative 5/4, you are correct. If you said that B equals negative 1 1/4, you are also correct. I will accept either of those answers because they're reduced. One is just more simplified than the other. And the last one, J equals 1. And if you did not get either of those 2 answers, make sure you watch the linked video, and we'll keep practicing this.